the system runs the business, the people work the system, okay? So, and what's the business? Well, we got Globallee, we got the product research and development. I mean, if you saw the tour, that I did on the Facebook page, you'll see there's a big section that Mark's making for research and development. It's going to be his lab. He's going to create stuff. And so we have something really cool with him and creating these amazing products. I mean, this product is just staggering how great it is. Worldwide fulfillment, product approvals, commission software, global payments, all of this is the business. So what we have to do is we have to focus on the system. So we have a 4-step marketing system. We have the ATM, ad, tag, and message. Nancy's done a great job on teaching this, writing this up. Globallee testimonies, Facebook, that's starting to become more active now. And what we need from you is everybody in your group, create the culture of being on it, checking it, responding, commenting, because when you comment, it then circulates back up again. So it starts to go through that group. And I think we're at about 80 people. We need to get to 8,000 people, okay? So we really need to. And with this product, I truly believe that it's going to be very possible to do it. There's no cost. This is absolutely free. Warm market handout cards. Nancy put that together. This is, she just went over that. Very little nominal cost to build in a business. And I have a different mindset when I want to build a business and I have big goals. I invest in that. I'm putting money into it. I treat it like a business. And I think a lot of people don't treat network marketing as a real business because you can make a lot of money. Nancy and I have big goals on how much we want to make from this. Let's go through the Globallee Share Funnel System is the third thing. 7-day free trial, $19.95 a month for the first 100 users. That's creating a sense of urgency. We'll negotiate with Ryan after we hit 100, but let's get there first. Co-op lead system, lead store, text leads, okay? So co-op is one component of doing that. And then also there is, here in the US, there is other leads. There's a lead store that's hooked up with it. There's text messaging leads you can buy for the US. And I think once this starts to develop, I was talking to Nancy about this today, as we put this lead group together, maybe it's just in Australia, we want to create a campaign that we can run on Facebook, because Facebook, you can't really run MLM companies. They just don't, they ban those, they don't allow them. So we want to create a lead, a kind of a system type ad that everybody in Australia could get together and go, okay, we're going to target one city. And that's how I used to build when I was a distributor back 20 years ago. That's how I did it. I would get the leaders. I know an event was coming, and I would put all my effort as a team effort to create the excitement in that city and go in to support that city. That's something we can work together as a team as we're doing that. Okay, so Globallee Share, you have a fully automated system, one of the most powerful marketing systems available. It's a personalized system. I think everybody's pretty familiar with the system, what it does. Personalized landing pages, business product, numerous landing pages. Nancy's came up with an idea to create a landing page to go after gym owners and trainers. That will be very effective, especially with this product.
And health practitioners.
I'm sorry?
And health practitioners.
And health practitioners, right. You just share your marketing pages. The system is fully automatic with autoresponders, follow-up, presentations. And you guys have all seen the presentation. And it's a perfect tool to share for your warm market. You could post and everything. And we have the co-op advertising, click ads, lead rotator system. So, all the people in Australia, you guys can get together, pool your resources, and set up the lead rotator. And as soon as those leads come in, they go, everybody gets one and it just rotates. That's how we're doing the co-op. Okay, the co-op will come in, and that's how that will work. So this is what I kind of did when I looked at the system, because I'm sitting back going, we got to create a $100 million a year company. Okay, how do we do that? How do we manifest that? We've got the product. We have the infrastructure. What do we do? So we have the co-op lead system. And I know many of you, I think everybody on this line wants to be part of it. It's one share. It's $100 per share, and you get lead traffic, okay? The traffic is sent to our BizUp landing page. You'll see in the back office, there's a system page that's all about making money, you know, talks about the system, talks about the presentations and everything. We're actually creating a video for that also. So that's happening too, to make that page. And we'll test that page. You should get 25 leads per $100 of traffic. You're not buying leads, you're buying traffic to the system. They fill out the form and then they become a lead, just so everybody's clear. We want to really manage expectations on this. 10 shares per co-op, okay? And here it is. One share should generate 25 leads, and that's estimated. And that's, you know, I've talked to the lead guy. They work with 500 different publishers, looking at our page, looking at it as a business opportunity. He says that's a very achievable number to do, okay? So here's where you guys come in, and here's where we come in, because this is the most important thing. Each co-op generates 25 leads. You know, if you guys have questions, say, hey, I'm not following you, but I'm trying to make it pretty simple. 10 shares will generate 250 leads. Okay, so we're gonna do a co-op. We run it. We have 250 leads in the system. We, as a team, have to convert. It's really gonna fall on Nancy and I to convert 1 out of 10. Your number one job in doing this is to make sure you drive those leads, make contact with them, and drive those leads to the live webinars. Now, very important that you just don't do the co-op advertising. You do the warm market, you do the ATM, you know, you do the other leads also, you know, local leads or other leads, or do those advertising. Like I say, you have a table, you have 4 legs. That's a stable marketing system. You don't want to just go, oh, I'm going to try this for a while and see what happens. I would probably tell you, don't do it. If you want to invest in a business and create a $100,000 year income, here's the strategy of how you do this, okay? So 25 leads, or 25, okay, 1 out of 10, you get 25 new brand ambassadors. We're coming at the minimum number of 250. So we believe we can get 1 out of 10, okay? That's our goal. That's what we have to hit. 25 times $250 is $6,200 of new income, or new enrollment volume. Sorry, new enrollment volume coming through. Everybody following so far?
Yes.
Okay, and this again, you know, what are those leads going to do? What are you going to do with those leads when they come in? What are you going to invite them to? Globallee testimonies, right? You're going to get them in. What do you want them to hear? You want them to see activity. You want them to see stories. You want them to, that's where everybody's doing their part, because that's what creates the excitement, the stories, the momentum. Once you start to get excitement, momentum, it's the most amazing thing you'll ever see. Okay, and that's what we all want. So that's what I'm going to keep going over this and over this. So this is what Nancy and I are going to teach you to do, and we'll be like a broken record. But if everybody does it, we're going to hit our goal. Okay, so let's go one step further. Now we're going to go for 100. Nancy and I figure we have about 20 people, about 25 people that want to do part of the co-op. So we're 1/4 of the way there. We haven't even opened it up to the other leaders in the company, okay? I know Michelle, he hosts the call. He wants to be part of it. He's got leaders. So we haven't even opened it up yet. So I truly believe we'll get to the 100 relatively soon. But first of all, we have to get that 1 out of 10 conversion. 1 out of 10, you have 250 new brand ambassadors. 250 times 250 is $62,000 of new enrollment volume. Now you have some growth going on throughout our team. This is our team working together. People go, well, where's that volume going? It's moving in your business. You'll see that happening. You'll see it manifesting. And we want you to get, out of your $100, 1 to 2 business builders. That's it, 1 to 2. Now, as a business person who knows this industry, if you would come to me and say, hey, Jason, You give me, I have a business builder that just wants, who's sold on your business, sold on your product, and has bought a $250 pack. Would you give me $100 for that? And then you have to ask yourself, would you? And I'd go, all day long. I would do that every day, all day long, as much as I could, because I know I'm going to get that money back. And if you get two, you're making at least, $50. Guess what? You paid for half. You've got to have the mindset of, I'm building a business. I'm investing in a business. Okay, so let's go one more. Now we're going to go for the 1,000. This is the goal that we have. We want 1,000 people on our co-op doing all 4 avenues of the business, of the marketing, generating 25,000 leads a month. 1 out of 10, now we have 2,500 new brand ambassadors coming on. Now you've got 2,500 times 250 is $625,000 of new enrollment volume. Divide that times, in half, you have $315,000 of new commissions being paid out, okay? So that's how fast a duplicatable system can happen. Now, there's a company here in the States that is selling a HGH product that's not even a fraction of good as ours is, okay? It's homeopathic. They are doing $10 million a month. $10 million a month. And you know why? Because they're got marketers who are talking about HGH, who are taking action, and who are posting testimonies. Now, their testimonies of maybe 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 7 people get any kind of results. And with this, that's remarkable, because I was talking to Shayna, and Nancy was the first, Nancy got on the product. She deeper sleep and vivid dreams. And you get vivid dreams because you're in the REM state, so you're in a deeper state where your mind is resting and your body is resting and your mind is healing. Shayna's husband hasn't had dreams for 35 years. 35 years. He's on the product. Boom. He's sleeping and having vivid dreams. And she's like, I wish she was on the call. I should yell at her for not being on the call. I wanted her to share a story. But she's like, I tell you, this is the first time out of all the supplements I've ever sold that I don't have to remind him to take the products. I don't have to remind him to take the products, okay? Because he likes them. So here's work the system. What do you do? What do I do? Okay? Because all I'm doing is build, Nancy and I, we're just putting all this together. But once this together, guess what we're going to do? We're going to work the system, and we're working hard, because, we want a $100 million organization, and we want to make $250,000 a month each. I mean, that's what we're in. That's why we're like, okay, what are we doing all this for? Well, $250,000 a month that's a pretty nice lifestyle. Okay. So whatever your income goal is, maybe it's 1,000, maybe it's 500, maybe it's 10,000, whatever it is. Greg's built an organization of 35,000 people before. I mean, he has, we have that window. So here it is. ATM, 5 to 20 touches a day. Just make it happen. You don't know the person. Don't worry about them responding. I mean, I text people, they don't respond back. Whatever. It's like, I'm going to text 5 more people tomorrow or 20 more people. Some do, some get in, some don't. Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just going through it, but I want to. And then when they do, and I just send them a quick message. Hey, listen. Hey, Greg, I just sent you a Facebook group on this amazing new product on HGH. This amazing product. Make sure you join. Okay, great. Then I'll send them then follow the system. Okay. If you do it, your leaders will do it. Your new people will do it. War market cards, hand out daily. That's it. Buy some. Buy them. Nancy will help you order them. Hand them out daily. What do you do to the business? Well, here's 1. Here's 2. Co-op lead system. Okay, I know Australia, it's going to be $140. So we got to make sure we get 2, per 10 or 2 per $100 to make it worth your while. But, advertise, get in the loop. We'll make that happen. You're working this system. Now, if you can't afford the $100, no pressure. Do twice as much as the ATM. Do twice as much as the handout cards. This is not a mandatory thing. It's just we want to make it available because we want to accelerate the business. And then we have a lead store that's going to be hooked up. There's local leads. This is for North America, obviously. But we can look to see if there's lead stores in Australia. Greg, you might know of some. Or we could do some co-op advertising through Facebook. I think for those markets, we could kind of brainstorm on that and work together. And then invest in your business monthly. That's what I say. I mean, I'm like, listen, I've got $10,000 into this thing so far, and I'm building it. But I have a vision. I have a goal. I've waited to see if I got results from the product. I'm feeling great on the product. My wife's feeling great on the product. I'm getting people on it. They're feeling great on the product. And I see this being a minimum $100 million a year machine, minimum.
Yes.
So that's the basic system. Any questions, comments?
I used before Australian leads companies, Platinum Leads. Yes, from $100 I get 2 new members. They join and they work pretty good. But they a little bit, sometimes you buy $100 or $500 and you get nothing, you know. People do not answering, not responding, and so on, which is very tricky. I spend few thousands of dollars and I get about 10 people only. I don't know if that is good or not. But now I'm using another source of leads, which is in another system, and it's worked very good, very good.
Yeah. I mean, this is all just the mindset of, okay, what do we do? How do we work together? And we're going to start doing, Nancy and I are committing ourselves to 2 calls weekly. Monday night, we've opened up the corporate call. If you guys were on, I think a lot of you were on the Monday night call. We changed the format. We're working on the PowerPoint presentation to make it better. But we're going to do it Monday and Thursday night. And so we're going to do our training call like this after the Monday night call. So we'll have the call from 8 to 8:30. We try to stop it right at 8:30. And then we'll have this call at 8:30 Central Time. Okay?
Okay.
But it's all about working the 4 areas. I mean, you don't have to buy any leads if you got really good at ATM. I mean, I'm talking to a guy, Max, that we're going to look to make available a $200 online training system that's all about social media, how to have an endless supply of leads. I mean, you can just buy that and just work that, and he'll coach you and all of that. And you're just, hey, how do you work LinkedIn? How to make contacts? How to develop friendships? How to make the contact? What to say? Here's the scripts. So the whole point of what we're doing is just taking massive action. And that's what we're excited about with this system, because it's a closed loop system. You get the people in, the emails will respond, and the emails will push them to the webinar. And the webinar is where just, hey, we'll get them as a product customer, and we'll get them as a business builder. And once the momentum starts, I mean, we had 72 or 75 people on the Monday night call. Okay, so that's a good start. But Nancy and I, we started with 20 with our last company, and we got it to 300. We took it from 60,000 a month to 600,000. And Greg, you're part of that. I mean, when you have the momentum and you have the excitement, and now we have a system and we have an infrastructure and we have a product that is the timing of this product, everything is in place. I mean, we're gonna run this thing up like you can't believe. So
I really believe doing traditional network marketing, just direct approaches to people we know and people we don't know. This product is a real product. It's something that people want, they need, they have all these issues, and we have a solution. So I'm so excited about this product. Just being on it a week, I mean, I didn't have a ton of weight to lose, and to be able to lose 5.5 pounds, I feel my inflammation is way down. And I look at what's going to happen when you're increasing your HGH levels and increasing your testosterone. Ladies and gentlemen, but ladies, as we age, we tend to get wrinkles and looser skin. And I'm so excited to anticipating what's going to happen in 3 months and 6 months. And as we set these expectations up and we build this, build our story, really, that's what it's about. Because that's what we are, whether it's through a system or not. We always are adding that story, especially onto our Facebook pages. But even just the traditional ways that we've always done it, those of you that have been networkers, I know the whole sexy thing, and it truly is, everybody wants a system. But I think where we are really going to score, and this is what Jason and I were talking about, the 4 legs of really having that, the 4 legs, a menu of items for people to choose from. Do you have time or do you have money, right? And if you have a little bit of time and a lot of money, then you might want to go more the lead route. But if you have a lot of time and no money, no problem. That's the whole thing, that we need to really listen to people and ask questions and have that no problem mentality and attitude, because I believe that this company with this product and the products that we have to come, guys, this is going to be so huge. So when we're rolling out these numbers to you, I want you to embrace it as your numbers. It's not like, sometimes it sounds like, oh, it's our numbers and we want to do this and we want to do that. Because we're all starting at the same time, and you go gather your key 6, 8, 10 people and you teach them the same mindset and the same attitude. Each of us can have these huge businesses, truly. And so, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got to keep it fun. I grew up in the Herbalife company for many, many years, and it was all about keeping it fun, simple, magical. And that's what a system does. We've simplified things in a system and keeping it super fun, having that high energy and just caring about people. The product, the company's going to do the work. I love it. I'm excited, really excited.
Yeah, it is. And Nancy made a good point. Make sure when you're on this product and when you're talking to people that we manage expectations. Some of the early benefits that people see is sleep and increased strength. But if you get in strength and sleep, deeper sleep, vivid dreams, and increased strength, it's working. Now, for the other benefits, remember the clinical study took 90 days for those numbers to reach. The testosterone of 43% and HGH at 25%. So make sure you manage it and say, hey, listen, I'm on a youth transformation. I can't wait to see what happens in my first 30 days and my next 60 days and 90 days, because I'm excited about it. Okay.
And then, Jack, like you said, we can't promote HGH or network marketing, but be creative and using different words. Like I put down that I was an HGH diet coach, I am a personal trainer and stuff, but you can spin things and make things work into what you're doing.
Well, we'll share this intermittent fasting video. Nancy, we should put it up on the team leader site, and it's a great video. You can share, you can share it on your Facebook page, and then you can talk about intermittent fasting. Hey, everybody doing intermittent fasting? I am. Hey, these are the results. Hey, I found something great that helps me control my appetite. DM me. Those are ways, and that's how we can come. We want to really turn our training calls into, once we have the system and we're like, here's what we do, then we turn them into brainstorming calls. How do we help this market? How do we help these, this group build? Because we'll teach the scripts and we'll have everything. And yes, but you could see how the system's coming together. And that's something I want to do for Facebook, because, I want to come up with it, get my whiteboard and talk about, hey, how I created $350 million in commissions and 40 millionaires with a system, and then hit 3 or 4 points on a system and say, hey, I've got this amazing system, click on get my free system guide or whatever it is. And then that can be a co-op to become a lead generation for any market in any country. Because I'm not talking about HGH. I'm not talking about network marketing. I'm talking about, or you talk about network marketing, you just can't talk about a certain company. So then I have a platform that we could do a co-op. So once we get this working, that'll be the next project that we can do. And, I talked to Nancy, I go, we want to build, Dallas. We want to build Minnesota. We want to build Perth. We want to build these markets. And Facebook gives us that ability to do it. And then we can co-op and say, okay, and the lead rotator systems are right there in the back office, and Everybody puts in $100 and they run them and they go, okay, great. They're building them. They're doing it. Those are the strategies we want to implement as we grow. Okay. So.
Yeah. So use your creativity. Hormone is a big word too. Sex drive, libido. Don't be afraid to talk about that stuff. People want to talk about it, but they're a little nervous. I mean, what about a page talking about hormones? So you don't have to be an expert. You can Google and learn all sorts of stuff and then just get on live and start teaching it. Teach to teach, right?
Sounds good.
So it's going to be fun, you guys. And we're going to.
All right, everybody. So we'll have a great Easter weekend. We will have this system live on Monday. And it translates into all the countries that you have your contacts in. So it's
Really
going to be great.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank
can't
you,
wait.
guys.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Good night.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.